Partners in Crime is the first mission that you get from the Thieves Guild DLC pack. You can start the mission by going to Abah's Landingway Shrine and speaking to Quen, who is standing close to the shrine.
Are you here about the job? To forestall any confusion, yes, we split the proceeds equally. And no, I will not budge on that point. You mean you aren't here about the notice? Well, allow me to explain. I need a partner for a difficult job. It pays well, but it involves travel, and there is some danger. Does that sound like the sort of thing that might interest you? I'm so glad you came along. I've chartered a ship. When you're ready, meet me there. Here, I'll mark your map. Bring some lockpicks. They sell them here if you don't have any. Oh, and wear something warm. Let's talk about details when we rendezvous. It's not that I don't trust you, I don't think I've made a good impression in this place. That is, if you're still interested. You are, right? Of course you are, I'm only joking. I've never had a partner. I mean, on all other big jobs I've done, which I did alone, quite successfully, and most of the people I interviewed thought the rendezvous was too far away. Well, I paid for a ship in advance. I didn't realize how far I'd have to look to find a suitable partner. For the job, I mean. But we can talk about this at the docks.
Don't forget to have some lockpicks in your inventory before going to the docks.
I'm desperate.
You made it! I wasn't certain you... Well, I'm glad you're here. So, the details. We're headed to a remote patch of land called Fulstrom Homestead. It's owned by some Thane from Eastmarch. He's at war, but his staff and guards remain. We're looking for a relic called the Geovessin Skull. We slip inside the treasure room, grab our prize, and depart before anyone knows the difference. After that, we split the proceeds and go our separate ways. One more thing. I'd prefer not to spill any blood, but I leave our safety to your discretion. If a guard sees you, take shelter in a hiding spot. Sound good? This little tub will get us to a blockade runner offshore. They'll bring us to Fulstrom Homestead and back. I hope you don't get seasick. I get seasick. I'm sure I'll be all right. None whatsoever. Anything else you take is yours to fence. Just don't forget why we're there. We don't leave until we have the Geovessin Skull. The newest job is always the biggest job. Life of a thief. You know how it is. Well, this is the biggest job I've ever attempted. But I did the research, arranged transportation, and knew I needed a good partner to pull it off. That's why I hired you. Dry land. Finally. Colder than I expected. Very, very cold. The manor should be up ahead. Are you ready? Of course. What about? There should be guards throughout the homestead. We're looking for a gatehouse. Once we're past the portcullis, the manor shouldn't be much further. That's where we'll find the Geovesin skull. I need it for a buyer in Abah's landing, which isn't important right now. Until we get the Geovesin skull, there's no point in discussing payment. Let's head to the manor, quick and silent.
Try to not get spotted, and avoid fights until you reach the mansion.
The sentries are Windhelm Guard, on loan from someone important. If they give chase, find a hiding spot.
You can hide in the glowing baskets if someone spots you.
The water between the two grates? Full of slaughterfish.
Guards with lantern can spot you even if you are in sneaking mode, therefore keep away from their spotting circle.
Are you stupid or just hard of hearing? No matter, tell it to the guard.
hunch is a problem. One moment. It's stuck. Try lift. That's it. I knew we were partners.
Far too serious for this place.
You did bring lockpicks, didn't you? Lockpicks won't work on those doors. Some sort of mechanism, maybe? Whoa! That's one clever thing, but not clever enough.
To solve the puzzle, make sure that the materials on the table match the symbols on the wheels, pointing them to the top.
I heard a click. Come on, let's go find the Geovesan skull. There it is. It's so shiny.
Surrender, thief! The manor is surrounded. Today the Iron Wheel brings you to justice.
What? Who are you?
Chief Inspector Ranbeek. We foiled your attempt to steal the Geovessan skull. Will you also confess to stealing Magnifica Felora's dowry?
What's a Felora?
See? It doesn't matter. Return the Geovessan skull and surrender, or face the consequences.
No idea what he means. I'll follow your lead.
You can either surrender and end up into a prison cell and be rescued by a Thieves Guild member, or fight the guards and escape the mansion from an underground tunnel. Actually, fighting them is quite easy, so I will choose the latter.
Who was that? What was all that about, with dowries and iron wheels? Nobody. Well, I sent word to the Thieves Guild of Abah's Landing. They were interested in acquiring the Geovessan skull. Abah's Landing was to be our next stop. But why would this iron wheel set an ambush here? Are you certain you've never heard of them? Of course, you're right. The Iron Wheel could return at any moment. We need to get out of here, and fast. Wait, did you hear that? There's someone coming. Who are you?
You don't know me yet, but I'm a friend. Quen, isn't it? Put on this uniform and head outside. The Iron Wheel won't detain a Windhelm guard.
There's no way I'm leaving here without my partner.
I only had one uniform. Go on, recover your boat and meet us by the catacomb exit. Then we can return to the Thieves Guild in Abah's Landing.
You're from the Thieves Guild? All right. I'll meet you both by the exit. Good luck, partner.
She'll be fine. Looks like we take the dangerous way around. Didn't realize there were two of you. Next time the Iron Wheel springs a trap, I'll bring another uniform. I'm Walk Softly, and we're currently fleeing the Iron Wheel. We can talk about the details once we've actually fled. Oh, what are your thoughts on spiders? When I was posing as one of the manor's guards, one of the actual guards mentioned these old catacombs, said there were a basket full of spiders. Unless that's an obscure Nord expression, I'm guessing he meant actual spiders. Nothing we should discuss right here. But I promise, as soon as we've escaped the Iron Wheel, I'll answer your questions. Did I mention I'm afraid of spiders? Probably should have mentioned. I'll keep it under control. Look, a crypt! Nothing bad ever happens in a crypt. On the bright side, these only have 4 limbs. that's not good. Look out! Follow me. We're almost there.
I don't think they saw me.
Are you all right? You're greener than my favorite vest.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Could have lived my entire life without running through a spider pit. But we made it through. You'll make a real impression in Abah's Landing. The Thieves Guild. And my guildmaster, who can explain why the Iron Wheel thinks you deserve the same fate they've inflicted upon us. It's an unpleasant fate. It involves branding irons. You are your own master, but the Iron Wheel is relentless, and they know your face. They know your partner's face, too. So, tell me where we're all headed? I suggest Abah's Landing as soon as you're able. When you're up to it, we'll head to Thieves' Den. It's in an old cistern.
Oh, a cistern. Wonderful. I'm to be surrounded by water everywhere I go.
Always a pleasant journey to Abah's Landing. Head to our Thieves' Den. The Guildmaster awaits. Your partner and I will be along when she's less expulsive. Hidden within an old cistern that's long forgotten by the city's merchant lords. A new home for us after the Iron Wheel tore apart the old one. It's a bit damp. You get used to it.
When you go back to Abah's landing and have some bounty on you, either wait for some time, or try to avoid the local guards, the ones with gray health bar. If they catch you, they will fine you and confiscate any stolen items that you have.
Getting into trouble, eh?
Over here. We should speak. Walk Softly sent word of your time at Fulstrom Homestead. Said you slipped out from between the Iron Wheel's greedy fingers. I am, but call me Zira. Titles don't carry weight when you live in a cistern. Pretty bold of you and Quen to go after the Geovessan's skull. Did you know she sent a letter asking to set up a meet? Rookie mistake. The Iron Wheel read her mail. That's why I sent Walk Softly to pull you out. Don't get me wrong, Quen may be green, but she planned a real heist. The kind we used to pull off before the Iron Wheel captured or killed most of us. Bastards. You heard of Magnifica Valora?
She's a noble from Tanith, with a substantial dowry in her family tomb. We tried to steal it, but we failed, and she hired the Iron Wheel to punish us. I hear their leader thought you worked for us. Want to make it official? If the Great Chief Inspector Ron Beek thinks you're part of the guild, who am I to disagree? We need good thieves, capable thieves like you and Quen to pull ourselves out of the gutter. So, care to join the Thieves Guild? We have nowhere to go but up. Good. You aren't afraid of a challenge. The more you do for us, the more gold and respect you'll earn. Reputation goes a long way with us. Bringing us the Geovessan skull is a good start. Here's your cut. Don't worry, Quen will get her portion. I told you about our failed heist, the one that led the Iron Wheel to Abah's landing. Someone pointed them in our direction. It's time we found out exactly who it was. My gold is on Velsa. She was part of our Thieves' Council, the Guild's inner circle, but she retired just before the dowry heist. It might be coincidence, or it might be she sold us out for large stacks of coin.
See you in the next mission.